Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna take a look at the all-new Gen 2 bullet feeder from Armanov. Hey guys, Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. We're back with another Armanov video. This time we're looking at the Gen 2 bullet feeder, but what we have here is the X-10, and it's actually tricked out with a bunch of upgrades that we installed from Armanov. You're gonna wanna check out that video, Armanov upgrades for the Frankford Arsenal X-10. We also did a video on the Gen 1 bullet feeder that you're gonna wanna check out that kind of goes through the different features, setting up and running the press with that bullet feeder. This time with the Gen 2 bullet feeder, we've got some exciting updates to share, and we're gonna go ahead and get 9mm set up to roll on the X-10. So for the Gen 2 bullet feeder, some of the features and upgrades compared to the Gen 1 model include a dual optical sensor, built-in auto reverse, injection molded body, see-through outer enclosure and hopper. Specifically for the X-10, we've got a dedicated mount that goes on this pole for the bullet feeder, whereas if you're running a Dillon, you don't need that because it hangs right off the case feed bowl. Also different between the Dillon kits and this X-10 kit are the fact that we've got a flare die, which is right here. We've actually already taken that out of the box and gotten everything set up to load 9mm, whereas with the Dillon kit, you're gonna get one of those powder through funnels that takes the place of the Dillon powder through funnel that's inside the powder measure. Other than that, the kits are identical. We've got the Gen 2 bullet feeder kit right here for 9mm. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, so I got everything out of the packaging. It's all laid out neatly. And as you can see here, we've got the main assembly for the bullet feeder. This is kind of a cool design. We've got these wing nuts here, and that can allow you to take the front hopper and swing it down. This is now injection molded. It's got this clear front, and that means that you can see the level of the bullets. Pretty cool. So very easy to access the caliber change parts there. And then you'll notice here there's a couple magnets and our Allen key for adjusting the bullet shelf, which is right here, is very tidily, handily stored on the back there. This is the lever here to disengage the motor if we had a problem with the auto reverse and needed to manually unjam things. Kind of cool. So this little lever clicks it back into place and engages the motor to the drive ring. Got the power switch down here. So that's a little bit about the main assembly. We've got that injection molded body in there. And then some of the other prints like the outer ring are still 3D printed. They've got magnets that snap that outer ring into place. Very intelligent design, very, very well done. That's been my experience with all of the Armanov gear, including their case gauges and racks. Okay, so we've got the instructions. We've got the Gen 2 dropper tube assembly that has a dual optical sensor. So it can tell you if it's ready, i.e. full, if it's running, the motor is running filling, or if there's a problem that you need to look into. So I'm looking forward to trying that. Here we've got the mount. So this is gonna go right onto this pole on the X-10, nicely designed. We have a single screw there, and it just kind of, that T-nut rotates into place and grabs the pole. The power cord bridge here, we've got the power supply, and this has multiple international plug options. We've got the North American pre-installed, but we've got some of the common European and other worldwide plug options available there. Okay, and then stepping to the back here, we've got some spare parts. We've got the actual bullet drop die, and then because we have the X-10 kit, this is what the flare die looks like, and that's gonna have an optimized flare so that as those casings are making their way around and they're getting jostled, the bullet is held firmly in place until it can be seated, right? So that's an important consideration. And Armanov has really thought through all of this stuff very well in depth. Speaking of that, if I pick up my phone here, we've got the box, we've got a QR code there. we can just go ahead and scan that, tap on the link that comes up, and then that's going to take us to the Armanov page where we can click on Shop Bullet Feeder. Okay, so that's the product page itself. And they have a really good video on this product page where Urban goes through the entire process of doing a caliber changeover, setting it up, using it, that kind of thing. So if you want more detail on some of that setup detail, just scan the QR code or go directly to the Armanov product page and you can learn more about it there. So that gets us kind of roughly set up. I'm going to go ahead and install everything on the press, and we'll check out this Gen 2 bullet feeder in motion. All right, so let's put things together. Okay, so setup was super straightforward. We had already installed the flare die, and that is pretty much starting with a 1/4 inch between the bottom of the die and the shell plate, and then adjusting it down until you get the appropriate flare. It does not typically take much, but might require some experimentation based on the indexing jostling to make sure that the bullet is going to stay firmly in place, but that also you're not over flaring the case. So the flare die, super easy to set up. Bullet feed die also was really easy. I took the lock nut and the spring catch and kind of moved those upward on the die, screwed it in, and then I loaded it with 4 bullets, put a 9mm flared case with this flare die in place so that exactly what we're going to have when we're loading. Raised the press to the top of the stroke and then continued to screw the die down until we heard the bullets drop, right? And then at that point, we're going to add additional 1/4 to 1/2 turn, lock down the main nut, and then we can take the dropper assembly. So now we're going to take this unit here, which just sits in place. It's super handy, the way that this mount works for the X-10. So I put the dropper tube assembly here, connected the springs to the spring holder, which is like a die lock ring there. Super easy there. And then this connector here just is kind of a twist lock arrangement. Put it up into the channel, twist it, and then that's going to be firmly held in place. Then we've got the sensor harness that plugs in from the dual optical sensor into the unit there. I plugged in the extension for the power that can now sit up here. Then we've got our main power supply, plugged that into the extension here. And if we turn the unit on, it is ready. And we can see that it's actually running there. That's what the blue indicates. And when it's full, it's going to go green. So the next thing is to load it with some bullets and to adjust the depth of the bullet flipper shelf. Okay, so let's dump in some bullets into the hopper here. Should be good for starting. We're going to turn it on and see where our bullet shelf is currently. And so the basic idea here is if the shelf is too far in, all of the bullets will fall. If the shelf is too far out, you might get some bullets that are upside down that go down the tube. So it's finding that middle ground. Okay, so interestingly, the shelf looks to be perfectly adjusted, but the idea would be we can take our Allen key, which has the magnetic storage there, put the end of the Allen key in here, and if we tighten, it's going to pull the shelf out, which is going to get more bullets to go across. If we have a loosening action, that's going to push the shelf in, and that's going to cause the bullets to fall off of the shelf more, right? We want to find that middle ground. Okay. So it looks like, I'm going to put the Allen key back up there, we are ready to load. So while I was setting up the press for this loading session, I used the Armanov case feed shutoff, which if I push this in, I can take out. That's this guy right here, has a handy magnet for storage right there. I should be ready to go with bullet feed and with case feed. Okay, so we have one case here where we did not drop a bullet, and that means I need to crank the bullet feed die, the bullet dropper die, down just a little bit. We probably had a little bit of case length variation, not a problem at all. Looks like we're running good now. Very cool. Well, this is the ultimate loading scenario. I get a completed round for each pull of the handle. I can keep one hand free, very easy. This is really the way you want to do it. And in case you haven't seen it already, I want to remind you, we have a bunch of upgrades on this Armanov press, including that case feed shutoff that I talk about in depth in my first video covering those upgrades. We also have our Gen 1 bullet feed overview that goes in a little bit more depth on the actual dropper die, that kind of thing. And we have more Armanov videos coming up very soon. In fact, we're filming more today, so I'm excited about that. If you have any questions about Armanov's Gen 2 bullet feeder, drop those in the comments and we will jump in there, and perhaps the Armanov team will jump in there as well to help answer your questions. I think this unit is great. It's priced really affordably, and like everything Armanov does, super well engineered and well executed. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. First off, if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, go to ultimatereloader.com/subscribe. We've got content recaps, free downloadable resources, some really good deals, and more. Second, if you want to get a sneak peek of our new exclusive membership community, go to ultimatereloader.com/pro. One of the things I want to highlight there is free downloadable resources. We've taken pretty much all of the resources that we've included in articles, in the newsletter, and put them in one simple to use place to download these free resources, like printable targets with little tear off tabs. You can measure your groups. We're gonna have some different component guides, a bunch of great free stuff there. ultimatereloader.com/pro.